What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Star Raider Deluxe Class Cannonball. And yeah, they really got their usage out of the Skids mold here. I can definitely tell you, they definitely got some usage out of this Skids mold. They just keep pumping out a unit every time there's a new figure that could potentially use the Skids mold. This one, I can understand their reasoning for this one. So, anywho, you know the rules. We're not going to take a look at the figure. We're going to take a look at the packaging first. And as you can clearly tell, my hand is still not 100% healed. The bone is still broken right there. But point is I don't have to have a brace on or a splint on or anything of the nature to do this. So, anyways. Here is the box, and on the front here, this is the box art for this, and this is based off of the Cybertron version of Canonball. There's like 6 different versions of Canonball that you could have purchased and or gotten. This version was based off of the Cybertron mold from the way back in 2005-6 era. So, because there's a Cyberplanet key that goes on in here. I think it was nice that they gave us a different version of Canonball, and I think it's nice that they're still paying homage to the Cybertron universe in itself. So, and on the side of the packaging, you've got Thundertron, and you've got your 40 years of Transformers. So then, there's that, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So, anywho, now we got to get into the figure, and this figure is beautiful. I do like it. Now, I had the original Cybertron figure, and it was a nice figure. It was a very good figure. I loved it. It was based off of the Cybertron Red Alert mold. While I'm fairly positive we're going to get a repaint of this guy, I feel in like maybe another couple of months here, I feel like we're going to get a Cybertron Red Alert. They will just repaint this dude and call it a day. But if they did, I wouldn't complain. He does come with several accessories, which are already put on him, so you could clearly see that they are storable in vehicle mode. I'm going to set the figure down off to the side. He does come with his claw hand here. That is supposed to be significant to a hook, and it is the only one that can pour into the weird hand that he has of his little singular little gun. And this port here is the same type of port for the Blast Effects. So it is Blast Effects compatible. So, and you can take this and you can totally store it however you please on the back of the vehicle, like so. And then he comes with his hammer here, and this one is not plug-in compatible to the gun, at least not on a regular scale. So you have to use this on the other hand as like it's going to be a hammer. And you can just do the same thing and plug it on the back end as well. And he comes with the Cyberplanet key, so you can just totally throw that right on in there. There's the insignia of the Star Raiders, or Star Seekers, as they are supposed to be called, I think. So, anywho, there's that, and the design here is based off of, if I'm not mistaken, the design is based off of his comic book rendition, if I'm not mistaken, and then the whole thing here is based off of the Cybertron mold of that. So, anywho, we're going to take him, and we're going to get into the scale comparisons. Y'all know we love that scale comparisons. So, and what do I mean by the original mold? Well, I mean, this is the Skids mold. This is not Skids himself, but this is the Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Diaclone Burnout. And this is what I mean when I'm saying they're getting their usage out of all of these molds. It's like, this mold is the same version of this mold, just with a different backpack. Or this is a different backpack. And this, well, I mean, these two have different backpacks. You get the gist. So, here he is with our previous Legacy review. Here he is with the Infernac Universe Nucleus. Here, I'll scooch him off to the side just a little bit. Here he is with the Legacy United Cybertron Hotshot. And finally, here he is with the Legacy United Cybertron Starscream. Please ignore the cars outside. My neighbors are idiots. Anywho, now that we've done that, we can remove the accessories and we can get on into the transformation. And the transformation is exactly the same as Crankcase and Medics. So if you have those two molds, this is not going to be anything different. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to these sides and you're just going to bring these all the way up and fold them up like so. Then you're going to come to this back section and untab it. There's two tabs right here and here. They just go up into slots up here and here. So take this, you're going to bring it all the way down, and there's a secondary hinge on the inside for his waist. You'll hear it kind of thoop into place a little bit. And then you're going to bring these pieces all the way down and then straighten this up. And then bring these panels up and then split the legs. Fold the tires on into the feet, and there you have the legs all done. Now you're going to come to this section and you're going to undo these, and there's just these little tab sections here that will groove on over to this like that. So you're going to ungroove those, bring them out to the side, swing the arms down, bring this whole chest section down as well, and then you're going to bring this backpack piece all the way up. And I like to flip out the cannons first. That's the other reason you know this is based on the Cybertron version of the mold. So rotate the arms all the way around 180, like so. Then we're going to apply his weapons here. Side planet key in the back and on the hand here. I'm going to take this and put this here. And just stick that right there. And then you're going to take the hammer piece and you're just going to put that right in his fist. And straighten it all out. And there you have Star Raiders Cannonball in his robot mode. Now, I dig this figure. I totally dig this figure a lot. Number one, because it's something else that I can add to my Cybertron collection that I've just been slowly rebuilding because firstly, I never had a Cybertron collection, but this guy was my absolute very first Transformer. And when I say that, I mean, I'm talking about the original mold that this is based off of. When I say the original mold, I mean like the original 2005 Cybertron version of this. I remembered having this as a kid. I remembered receiving it for Christmas. I remembered opening it, not knowing what it was. And then all of a sudden, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the transformation. I fell in love with you move this piece out, move that piece, move this piece. It was insanely fun. So, yeah. Now, to my knowledge, he's pretty much just basically a pirate, and he always has been. So, I mean, there's not really much else to do other than just, get him into the scale comparisons. We'll get into final thoughts, and then rank him, and we'll be done. So here he is next to the Legacy Burnout. Legacy United Nucleus. Here he's next to the Legacy United Hotshot. And here he is next to the Legacy United Starscream Voyager class. Alright, so final thoughts on this figure. I think they absolutely made great use of an already pre-existing mold that is just, it's wonderful to have this again. And it's not something that, is going to be a problem, or it's going to be, like a, it's not going to be an issue to fit this in with my Cybertron collection. I am very, very excited to have this in my Cybertron collection entirely. So, the fact that I even have this is just already a blessing. So, anywho, let's see, ranking this thing. How are we going to rank this? Let's see here. I'm going to give this thing, for authenticity to the original Cybertron toy that came out in 2005, 2006, I'm going to say, I'm going to give it an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. That sounds about fair. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. Number one, because it's all the remolding they did for the chest and the arms, and for the backpack that they could have easily just done something different, and they totally did not. They just totally gave us this, which is not the worst thing on the planet. So, anywho, 8.5 and a 10. That fits. That tracks. That checks out. So. Anywho, this is Thomas Phantom1 saying, do not forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Tell me what Transformers you want to see next in the comments below. And please forgive me, my neighbors, like I said earlier in the video, are idiots. They tend to drive their trucks like that all the time. So, anywho, don't forget to check out Riveted Reviews, Riveted Railfan, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely, GG, Take Along Productions, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and New York Toy Hunter, as they all have done some amazing work in the past and will continue to do so in the future. So, this is Thomas Phantom1 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.